ಹಲೋ ವ್ಯೂಯರ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ 8 ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್. This is what we've been learning since our grade 6, from where the algebra gets started. So, what are variables and constants? These are the basic terminologies or basic concepts we need to understand in this chapter. Variables are something. If you observe the name of the variable, it's clearly understood that variable, that means it is varied from one situation to the other situation, like temperature. Today's temperature may be 25 degrees centigrade. Tomorrow it might be 30 degrees and day after it may be 35. So it varies. It keeps on changing according to the situation. So those all we call them as variables. Constants. Constants are those which don't change. They don't change according to the situation. Like sun rises in the east, that doesn't change for everyone. Okay? And we get full moon day, new moon day. All these things, they won't change. Every 15 days, we get one full moon day. After that, we get one new moon day. So all these are kind of constants. Constants are fixed things which don't change according to the situations. But variables are the things which change according to the situations. So that's the reason variables are represented with the lowercase alphabets. You may take anything like A, B, C, D, so on goes up to X, Y, Z. Constants which don't change in any scenario, that's the reason they are represented with the numbers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So generally what happened, people say that variables means A, B, C, D till X, Y, Z, and constants means 1, 2, 3, 4, they're numbers. But thing is that since they vary from one situation to the other situation, they represent them alphabets, that to lowercase. Constants means they don't change from the situation. That's the reason they represent with numbers. Now we learn about terms. We recall about terms. Now terms are very important in algebra because each and everything in algebra we call it as a term. Now if I take these variables, A is a term, B is a term, C is a term, D is a term. All the variables are terms. Similarly, all the constants are terms. So in terms we get variables, constants, and the variables and constants which are connected, which are related with multiplication and division operations. Now anything, it may be arithmetic or algebra, they are based on the 4 basic operations. Now in terms, we also call the variables and constants which are connected with the operation multiplication and division. I can see either or. So for example, I take 3x. So 3 and x are nothing but it is 3 into x. So these two terms are related with multiplication. So I call this complete 3x as a term. Now I take 3 by x. This is nothing but 3 divided by some x. So I call this entire thing, because it is connected with division, I call this entire thing as a term. So similarly, I call AY. AY is nothing but A into Y. This is a term. And XYZ. This is a term. 134A. This is a term. X by Y. This is a term. This is also a term. Now while understanding about terms, let us also understand one more small topic in this one, that is powers and exponents. Because now we know that if we add a number so many times, multiple times, then that comes under multiplication. X added for 4 times, that is nothing but 4 into x, 4 times of x. If the same thing, if the x, that means if the same number gets multiplied 4 times. I can't write it as 4 into x because it represents repeated addition but not repeated multiplication. So what do? I take the number which is getting repeatedly multiplied. So I take that number, and how many times it is multiplying? It is multiplying for 4 times. So I take it as x power 4. I read it as x to the power of 4 or x power 4 or x raised to 4. Any terminology is fine, but simply you cannot read it as x4. You cannot read it as x4. Either you can read it as x power 4, x to the power of 4 or x raised to the 4. Okay, now I call this also as a term in algebra. So if I write 14x power 3, how do I write it? I write it as 14 into x into x into x. This is how I expand this one. So I call this as expanded form of this term. So I call this as a term. Now all these terms, variables and constants connected with multiplication and division are called as terms. Now what if all these terms are connected with either addition or subtraction? What do we call them as? For example, I'll take 8xy, this is a complete term, is added to some 19p cube, which is different term. Two different terms are connected with this addition. What do I call this? I call this as an expression. I call this as an expression because there are two terms which are connected with addition. Similarly, any two terms, if they are connected with subtraction, here are two terms which are connected with subtraction. This also I call it as an expression. So don't get confused. Terms connected with multiplication and divisions are terms. Okay, and terms which are connected with addition or subtraction are expressions. Now observe this carefully. I call this as an expression, and in this expression how many terms do I have? I have one term and second term. I have two terms. So I call this expression as binomial. I call this as binomial. For example, I have three terms in my expression. 1, 2, 3. This is one term, this is second term, this is third term. So three terms are there. So what do I call it? I call it as trinomial because the word tri means triangle, tricolor, because the word tri means three, right? So for example, if I have four terms in an expression, first, second, third, fourth, then what do I call it as? I don't name it as separately. I call it as polynomial. Because an algebraic expression may have more than two terms, any number of terms it can have. So I can't sit and give names to each and every expression. That's the reason 3 terms and above, or simply we can say 2 terms and above, we call them as polynomial. But only for 2 terms we have a name, separately name called binomial. For 3 terms we have trinomial. But from 4 terms onwards we call it as polynomial only. We don't call it as, we don't have any separate name for that. If you observe, this is x, this is y. Is anything matching in these terms? No, they are not matching. Let me take one more example for you. I take 4xy, and on the other hand I take minus 19 xyz. Okay? Let's see the matching. So when we are checking for the matching, we don't consider these numbers. We don't consider these numbers. We consider only the variable part. Okay. So what do we have? We have x here. We also have x here. We have y here, we also have y here. But we have an extra z over here, but here we don't have it. Since it don't have z in this, I call these both as unlike terms. Okay. For example, I have 8a square b and 7a square b. Now if you observe, as I told, we don't check with these numbers. They are secondary for us. A power 2 we have, here also a power 2 we have, b and b. Okay, so here the variable coefficients or literal coefficients are matching. So I call these two terms as like terms. Okay, so similarly we have like fractions and like decimals. We do have like terms. Now in fractions, if they are like fractions, we add or subtract them. Like decimals, we add or subtract them. Similarly, like terms, we can add or subtract. But if they are unlike terms, we cannot add them. So how to add like terms and all, we'll be learning in our further classes. If you like our video, please like it, share it, and please let us know your opinions by commenting on it. Thank you.